I'm reading, writing, taking bath, notes and walking. I'm feeling, I think that in 2 weeks I will be okay. And then I will reach my mission here and there. But I want to ask a question that if a man is wealthy, healthy, his children are very good, wife very favorable, he has good position, good service or any business, so he is happy, he thinks that I am happy. In these circumstances, in this state, why he should do bhajan? I think there is no use of doing bhajan. So what is the use of doing bhajan? Sundar Gopal give me.
No, Mike is here.
Try to listen carefully. Oh, we are very few in number, you can see them.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshudumilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Srila Gurudev is asking, if a person in this world is very successful materially, has a good position, a good education, a lot of money, a good family, and a lot of prosperity, what is the use for that person to engage in bhakti? In this world, all people seek to be happy. And they will try in so many different ways to find that happiness. Some will try through education. Others through accumulating a lot of wealth or surrounding themselves by family members and friends. But in the end, all persons are subject to the same stringent laws of nature. In particular, old age, disease, and death. No person, however wealthy, or whatever access such a person has to the world's best surgeons and doctors, can escape death. This is why, in the Vedas, it has been stated, Labdva sudurlabhamidam bahusam bhavante Manusyamarthatadanityamapi hadhiraha Turnam yate tanapate dhanumrityu yavan Nishreyashaya vishaya karu sarvatasyat. This human life that we have, while temporary, is extremely valuable because it affords one an opportunity to escape from to free oneself from the cycle of repeated birth and death. So a person who has this human life should immediately, without delay, engage wholeheartedly in bhakti, under the guidance of a pure Vaishnava. Because if one engages in sense enjoyment in this life, which is something that any animal can engage in, one may lose this unique and valuable opportunity as a human being and fall once again into the 8,400,000 species of life. There was once a blind man, and he walked from door to door, begging something to eat. And he came upon one house, and he called out, but no one answered. So he thought maybe there's a second gate, or perhaps the main house is a little bit far away from the entrance. So he walked through and came into a building. And he called out, "Is anyone here? Is anyone here?" But there was no reply. So he thought, okay, I'll make my way out. Perhaps this is an old building and no one lives here. But he was blind, and he didn't know exactly how to make his way back to the door. So he thought, if he just walks out, holding his hand out before him, he'll reach a wall. And if he follows that wall, he'll make his way to an exit, and then he can go back out onto the main road. So soon enough, he came upon a wall and began walking, putting his hand against the wall. And something strange happened. He walked for maybe 20 minutes, and there was no door, no gap in the wall. He kept going. A full hour passed. 2 hours. He became very, very tired. The scorching sun beat on his head. And at one point he felt some itching. So he went to scratch himself as he was walking. And then put his hand on the wall again and continued going. Now this man, he had entered a large stadium, like a large theater arena, circular in shape. And as he was making his way around, he went all the way around, from one end, all the way around, back to the entrance, the single entrance in this arena. And just as he had the opportunity to leave that place, he took his hand away and scratched himself, and missed that special opportunity, and had to go around all again. So this is our condition. If we waste this human form of life, we may have to go through all the species of life, 8,400,000 species of life. If we don't properly utilize this particular human life that we have, we may fall again into the cycle of birth and death through all these species of life. This human life is very valuable. It affords one a unique opportunity to leave the chain of birth and death and find true happiness in this world. And it's precisely for this reason that any person, no matter how poor or how rich, no matter how sick or how healthy, no matter how lonely or how many friends and family members such a person has, he or she must immediately take to the process of bhajan without any delay.
Very good. Thank you. You know the battle of Mahabharata in India? Pandavas one side and another side Kaurav, Duryodhan, Durshasan, Karna, Sakuni, Bhishma and all of this. From whole world, all has sent their delegates to fight. Big fighting. More furious than, more and bigger war than world war. You go check. And then Arjun told, I don't want to fight. Why? I want to beg, dare to do, to maintain my life, than to fight a war. Because all my brothers, all my cousins, all my sons, and all will be killed in that Maha. So what is the gain? I don't want to take a kingdom, manage a kingdom who is so much entangled with blood and so much history. So I don't want to fight. Krishna told that don't be very intelligent, over intelligent. You don't know ABCD of what I want, what I know. You don't know anything. If you are not fighting, there is no war. Even all will die or not. What will be? All die without war. If there is no war at all, even you will have to. Even your children will be old, and also they will be. All now, in young age, they think that, oh, I am very happy. But none is in this world is happy. So Krishna is telling, don't be over intelligent, listen me. And then you should understand your position and then fight or not fight. It depends on you. Why you are fearing? From whom you are fearing? Can you check your old age? Can you check your coming death? This body is always what? Without soul. If without soul, then
useless. Useless. Like that.
Like death. This body will not do anything. If soul is gone, what this body will do? Nothing. So you should know Atma, part and parcel of Supreme Lord. He never dies. He never takes birth. He is immortal. Anyone cannot touch him. He is not touched by air, water, fire, or anything by weapons and arrows and bows and everything. Anyone cannot kill him. That's so. So why fearing? One day all will die without any war and anything. So try to know the soul. That is part and parcel of God, Krishna himself telling. Don't fear. What is going on? Oh, it is going on by the wish of Krishna, Supreme Lord. What has been done, gone, or it is by the wish of Krishna. And what it will be, it must be.
By Krishna's desire.
Yeah. Anyone cannot do anything. Then why you are fearing? You should know that if you are not obeying me, then even you will have to fight with others. Not this time, but after all, later on. So try to realize me. And telling him, he showed his universal form. And he saw that thousands and thousands of Shankar, Ganesha, Rudra, Brahma, Shankar, and so many. And the whole world was in that. And he began to tremble. Oh, I thought that you are my friend, but really you are not my friend. So I must obey now. Please take off that form. I am fearing. I want to see like Krishna, like my friend. And then Krishna mercifully took his form. And then Arjuna became happy and he told, what you are ordering, I must obey. So you should also try to maintain yourself, but not thinking what will be today, what has been done, what will be done. Don't worry. Maintain yourself anyhow, by any business, by service, by anything. And what do? Try to remember Krishna, to chant Krishna, especially in iron age. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Then it is guaranteed that you will be happy in this life. Otherwise, by your practice, by your so many things, you cannot be happy in this world. Very easy to be happy in this world. And after this world, you have a form, you have a transcendental form here, which is the eternal servant of Krishna. Now he has forgotten anyhow. So this meeting has been called for this, that I should renew it and tell you, don't forget this. You have not come for sense gratification in this world. Better, monkeys, donkeys, hogs and pigs, they do sense gratification more easier than you. They don't worry. They are not worried for their divorce, for their children and for sons and others. Not for nuclear bombs and anything. They never think about all these things. They are more happier, more than you. So don't be fear and chant and remember. You should not think that, to chant and remember is useless. I know that what you are doing is useless.
Sense gratification.
All are bogus. It cannot give you happy. But chanting of only one name of Krishna, it will make happy surely. That is Nityananda Prabhu is telling.
Promising. He's promising.
Promising what? Yatheshtam re tato va samsaram bodhitaranadayo mailage idam bahu spotai ratati ratayam japatiyam bhaje nityanandam bhajanam. Oh, eternal servant of Krishna, you have forgotten it. You should chant louder and louder. What? Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I am responsible for this, that you must be happy. If you are not happy, challenge me. I will see. I never seen anyone who is chanting I is not happy. Jayatma samprasidati. If you will do what you are doing now, you cannot be happy. It is sure. But if anyone is chanting Hare Krishna, like Saranagata, surrendered soul, he must be happy. He must be happy. So you should try to chant and remember Krishna. You know Prahlad, the son of Hiranyakashipu, he told his demon brothers that you should do bhajan from beginning of your life at the age of 5. Something.
Jnanatimirandasya Jnanam Salakya Chakshur Unmiritam Yena Pasnai Sri Gurudeva Vaishakapapurvasya Vipasamadevya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Perhaps all of you remember the history of Prahlad Maharaj. Some of you have not heard. Prahlad Maharaj is a great devotee. He was born in a family of very materialistic persons. His father's name is Hiranyakashipu. And at that time, Hiranyakashipu, his father, he thought that he was very intelligent. Actually, over-intelligent he was. He wanted to become immortal. So he had performed so many austerities because he thought that if I'm immortal, then I can rule over the whole universe. and I can challenge and kill my enemy who has killed my brother, Hiranyaksha, Vishnu. So by performing austerities for 60,000 years, perhaps, 60,000 years,
Yes.
he received benedictions from Lord Brahma, the creator of this universe. Although Krishna is the origin of this universe, he engages Brahma to create this whole universe. So Lord Brahma appeared and gave him so many benedictions. He will not die in the night, in the day, inside, outside, in any year, by any weapon, by any man or beast created by Lord Brahma. So Hiranyakashipu thought, initially he asked Brahma, please make me immortal. He said, I cannot do so, because even though my life span is very long, even I have to die one day. So I cannot give you this benediction. So Brahmaji could not reward that request, but he said, you can ask anything else. So Hiranyakashipu asked all these benedictions, and he thought, now I'm immortal. Nobody can kill me. He became very happy, and he started ruling and terrorizing the whole universe. But little did he know that his son, Prahlad, only 5 years old, he was greatest devotee of Lord Krishna. And he was fearless. Why is that? In our scriptures it is said, Krishna Bhakta, Ateva Santa, Nishkam, Ateva Santa, Bhukti Mukti, Siddhikami, Sakala Asanta.
Krishna Bhakta, Nishkam.
Nishkam. So Krishna Bhakta, those who are devotees of Krishna, they have no desire, meaning no anything they want in this material world. And because of that, they are always very peaceful and happy. Anyone who wants something in this world, he will always be restless. Even Hiranyakashipu, who had the power to control everyone in this material world, but he was restless. Why? His mind was always absorbed in sense gratification, as we just heard. Anyone who wants to enjoy sense objects in this world, he must be restless. Why? Because his mind running always, here and there. Even we are sitting here, our mind is running. Where? To that which we think will give us happiness. Isn't it? Or that which gives us problem. Yeah? More problems nowadays than happiness. But those who are young and healthy, they think, oh, if I can enjoy surfing or enjoy playing with my friends, then I'll be happy. But little do they know that this will not work. So Prahlad Maharaj, he was taught by his teachers, who were ordered by Hiranyakashipu, his father, to teach Prahlad how to rule and divide, how to be duplicitous, how to be hypocritical, how to enjoy in this world. But Prahlad, while he was in the womb of his mother, he had heard from Narada Rishi, the great saintly devotee, all the instructions about Atma Tattva, who am I? What is the goal of our life? And what is the process to attain that? Servant of Krishna. We are eternal. And we have a loving relationship with Krishna. So Prahlad, he had heard all these instructions from Narada Rishi for 60,000 years while he was in the womb of his mother, while Hiranyakashipu was performing austerities. So one day, Prahlad, his teachers, they had tried to educate him. And Prahlad, he had somehow or other, always he was absorbed by the mercy of his Gurudev, in remembering Krishna. So Hiranyakashipu had asked him several times, what is the best thing, Prahlad, that you have learned in school? So Prahlad would answer, my dear king of the demons, he would tell his father. The best thing that I have learned is that anyone who is absorbed in material life, in the household affairs, in trying to enjoy and be the master of this world, he should at once run to the forest and take shelter of saintly devotees and practice Krishna consciousness. His father was terrified. He was so angry. He said, "Who has taught you this?" So then Prahlad said, "My spiritual master. He has taught me this." And then he called the two teachers and said, "Have you taught him then this to Prahlad?" They said, No. We only teach him about sense gratification and politics. Don't worry." Then where has he learned it? So his father became very much puzzled. And even though he thought that he's immortal, he became more and more worried that this little son, he's a devotee of God. He wants to teach me to worship God. I am God. Yeah, this is the materialistic philosophy. Who is God? Can you show me God? I cannot see God. I am God. Yeah, I am immortal. And very soon we will discover a medicine which will make us eternal. Yeah? And we can enjoy forever. So, Hiranyakasipu was best and perfect amongst all the materialists. But he became very worried about his son. What, this little boy? He tried to kill his son, to chop Prahlad's head, to let him be crushed by elephants, to throw him off mountains in the ocean, to put him in fire, to boil him in oil. Nothing worked. To feed him poisonous cake. Nothing worked. Prahlad was always remembering. And Hiranyakasipu became more and more worried. What to do? Now, the teachers told Hiranyakasipu, "Please don't worry. Our father is coming very soon, and he will make sure." Father of the teachers was Sukracharya, the spiritual master of the demons. So, the teacher said, "Our father will come very soon, and he will arrange that Prahlad will learn all the things that you want him to learn. He will be a first-class materialist." So Hiranyakasipu was a little appeased. Then, Srila Gurudev wanted to touch this particular thing, that Prahlad and all his schoolmates were all sons of demoniac persons. So all the children in school were learning from the teacher how to be a materialist, how to do politics, how to be happy in sense gratification. They had not heard anything from Narada Rishi, but Prahlad, he was so great devotee. So one day, the teachers told Prahlad, "We have to go for some errand. We'll be back in a few hours. You monitor all the little children." Because Prahlad was very respectful and good character. So they thought he's always hearing what we are telling. But they didn't know that Prahlad never heard anything what they said. He was always meditating and happy inside. Yenatma samprasidati, he was happy because he remembered Krishna. Then Prahlad was alone with his schoolmates, the sons of the demons. And all the children said, "Let us play, let us be happy." Yeah, this is what a child wants. To play and be happy and not worry about anything. Carefree. Why? We are young. Yeah. When we are old, we will worry about, like father is worried, we will be worried at that time. And now, nothing to worry, we will be happy playing. Then Prahlad said, "One moment, let me tell you something." And Prahlad told all the children, "Kaumaram acharat prakyo dharman bhagavatam iha durlabam manushya janma tat api arthagam." That this human form of life is very, very valuable. Don't think that you have all the time to wait to discover this value. Even though you are young, at any moment you may die. Who will guarantee you that you may become 100 years? Even you are 5 years, we read, and we see how children die because of some disease or some accident. It may happen to anyone. So nobody can guarantee you that you will become old. So just at this time, you should take advantage of the human form of life, as Sundar Prabhu has explained. And at once you should learn what is the greatest value that you can discover in this life. What is the greatest value? It is that thing which we discover when we learn who we really are. And what is our relationship with Krishna. How to be happy and satisfied in that. Anybody else can never be happy. Bhukti, mukti, siddhikami, sakala, ashanta. All of them, whether one is a yogi or a perfect mystic, siddhi, whether one is trying to enjoy this world, whether he wants liberation, his mind is never satisfied. Even Hiranyakashipu, he was not satisfied. He was afraid because his mind was always thinking how to run after the objects of the senses. And why is this little boy so peaceful? He doesn't fear anything. So Prahlad was continuing to explain to his schoolmates, friends, that don't waste your time. Just now you should take a very sincere interest to hear me. And I will tell you what is the real happiness and wealth that you can discover in this life. So Prahlad went on to explain that really, in this human form of life, happiness will come without inviting. Why? Does any one of you want to suffer or experience anything which is going to be painful? None of us wants that. Still it is coming. Have we invited? Old age. We all want to be young. So all the things which are meant for us will come automatically our way. Nothing to worry about that we have to run after trying to be happy or trying to find something in this world. Whatever is our destiny, whatever Krishna has arranged for us, it will come automatically. Don't worry for this, Prahlad said. Worry at once to develop your Krishna consciousness. Then his schoolmate said, but Prahlad, we can do that when we are in old age. When we are old, we can think about all these things. Then Prahlad said, this is not so easy as you think. Why is that? Suppose a person becomes 100 years old. What will be his activity? 50 years he will spend sleeping. Isn't it? Half of the time people are sleeping, either in night sleep or during the day. Always dreaming about something which is not the reality. So 50% or 50 years we are sleeping. Then what remains? Only 50 years of waking hours are remaining. So in the last part of our life, after 80 years, we cannot do anything. Why is that? We are shaking. We have so many problems, our health, our memory. We cannot concentrate on developing Krishna Bhakti. We have so many things to worry about. Our grandchildren, our own children who are always harassing us, waiting when they will go and all that wealth will come to me. So then the first 20 years of our life we have to spend in, either we waste it in playing and developing some education, going to school, learning something, how to earn money. Then between 20 and 80 years, what is our activity? We'll get entangled, finding a job, getting married, children will come, and always we are worried about how to look after the children, how to earn enough money in order to keep the family happy, satisfied, protected. Make an insurance, a life insurance. So many insurances, they are inviting us to protect the happiness and the pleasure of your family. So all the time we are worried about temporary things. And the result is we are never able to remember who we really are. And this way our life is wasted. Therefore Prahlad said right from the beginning we should start at the age of 5 to develop our Krishna Bhakti. Then the children said, Prahlad, we have never heard this from our teachers. Where did you learn this? How do you know all these things? It's very interesting. Then Prahlad said, I've learned this from my spiritual master, Narada Rishi, when I was in the womb of my mother. He has told me all these things. And then they became very interested.
Then Prahlad told that we should now have a Sankirtan.
Yes.
And then they began louderly. Any kirtan. By he.
Isa bulan mo na.
Ako po naman. Thank you.